Facebook. How is everybody doing? Today's going to be a very good one. Going to be something super, super, super cool. But before I jump into any of that, if you're out there in Facebook land, or if you're right here inside of the Zoom, what I'd like you to do is drop me a hashtag live. I'm making you do it here in the Zoom so I can know who's awake, because half of you guys are hiding away from me. In Facebook land, out there in the groups, I'd like you to do it so that other people just like you who came to this group for a reason, I assume, to learn how to acquire clients for their coaching business or for their agency and how to actually fulfill for them better, because that's what we do here, can actually see this shit. Okay. I want them to actually see the stuff that they said they wanted to. I always find it funny. I saw somebody message me the other day from the group and they said to me, "Hey, how can I stop seeing your posts?" And I responded and I said, "You can get the fuck out of my group." And so that was the end of our relationship. But I didn't quite understand why she joined it in the first place. But that is my message to everybody out there. It's, if you want to learn some cool shit and you like what we've taught you before and you like getting it for free every week, just hop on these things and do one little thing. Hashtag live. And if you see it later on, hashtag replay. Guys, we're doing something really, really cool next week. Those of you who are inside the GSD inner circle have probably taken a class from this guy who's trying not to kill himself while driving. Wave your hand. Wave your hand out.
I'm off mute, so you can hopefully all hear me. But hashtag live can't do it while I'm driving.
Yeah, exactly. So this guy right here, him and Mr. Brendan. Brendan, wave your hand. Yeah, they started a group called GHL Mastery, and they do some coaching on GHL automations inside of our GSD program. Guys, who here uses GHL? Let's start with that. Go ahead. You guys use High Level. Drop a 1 in the chat if you use the platform, a 2 in the chat if you kind of want to use the platform but you haven't used it yet, right? Okay, ones. So pretty much everybody in here and everybody out there in Facebook, YouTube. Whoa. There we go. Good. Thank you for muting. And then there we go. Cool. If you're out there in Facebook land, drop a 1 in the chat down below, the comments down below if you use GHL. Good. So pretty much everybody. So who here struggles a little bit with the technical side of it? You know, who here thinks that maybe there's not quite enough support on the actual, how the fuck do I use this thing and how do I actually make money with this thing side of High Level? Can you drop a 2 in the chat if that's a question or a thought or a whatever the hell you guys have had? Yeah, 2, 3 of you guys? I don't think so. We got 4. All right, so there's at least half of you guys that must be, you know, absolute masters, right? Is that what it is? No? Okay, 2s. Good. Right. So that's what they have going on over in their group. And I've seen a lot of you guys asking a lot of questions about High Level and about some specifics, okay, about builds, about certain things, all right? And so because of that, what we're doing is with these guys, Mr. Adam and Mr. Brennan, next week, we're actually going to be doing a 3-day challenge. It's 100% for all of you beautiful people, specifically, okay? And all you got to do is drop into this link. It's join GHL Mastery /100K-SaaS-challenge. I'm dropping it in the chat right now. My team, I'm sure somebody out there will drop this in the actual comments as I'm saying it. I'm giving it to them as well. And all you gotta do is go sign up for this for free. It's next week, I believe, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You can see what it's all about onside the page right here. Okay, we got this guy right here telling you about all this stuff. But the main core thing is, what is it and how can you build a $100,000 business using it? Building a next level SaaS using High Level and AI. This is going to be actual advanced SaaS product building, using it how you can crush your competition. Spend the day with us building advanced workflows, automations, AI builds, putting all of this shit together so that you can go out there and make a product that outperforms the competition. And then day 3 is going to be all about selling that new SaaS product that we built like a 7-figure pro, because what the number one thing is out there that we hear from everybody using High Level, and why I keep going into the High Level group and saying you guys need to stop and sell it, is they don't know what the fuck to do with it once they actually get it. You know what the Joker says about the Batman, you know, is a dog chasing a car. He wouldn't know what to do with it if he ever actually got a hold of it. And that's a lot of you guys right now, not understanding what to do with that product that you build. Who here thinks that that sounds like a good idea? You guys think that that'd be fun? Spend a few days building something amazing and then one extra day learning how to actually, I don't know, make some money with it. You guys think that'd be good? Drop me a, I don't know, fire emoji. I
And
love emojis.
and while you wait for those emojis, I want to just cut in here real quick and say that a lot of the stuff that we're going to be going over Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'm driving in my car right now because I just spent the last 4 hours golfing while my business continued to run, because we've implemented all of the strategies that we're going to teach on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with Go High Level. So if you want to live a life of just doing what you want and having fun while you're making money, show up next week, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah, exactly. So want to automate some shit for yourself, for your life, for your clients. You want to learn how to sell it. You want to learn how to build the shit like the pros. Wink, wink, hint, hint, probably some of that shit we're going to be talking about right here today, right? Then that's what next week's going to be all about. And I think I'm looking at a lot of you beautiful people. I see a lot of you guys. Okay, I hear you guys
Can you
asking
hear me?
questions that this will specifically fix. Okay, so I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to click that link. I want you to pay a whole lot of $0, and I want you to register for it. But I don't want you to register for it for no reason. Okay, I want you to register for it because you're going to show up. Okay, that's what I want you to do. Register for it and show up all 3 days, 1, 2, 3, 2 p.m. PST, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to get some shit done. We're going to build some stuff out. Okay, that sound good?
And we got a money back guarantee on it too.
Mm-hmm. I will personally send you your box of nothing right back to your door. That'll be my favorite thing. Sound good, guys? So today, what are we talking about beyond this stuff? I'm going to be talking about something that we have been building with these guys in the background that can replace a lot of things. Somebody tell me if this gets your blood pumping up. I want to tell you a little bit of a story. Okay, I want to tell you a story of about 3 years ago. Okay, 3 years ago, you had this thing called a sales team, a bunch of setters. Okay, you had to go and say, if I'm going to sell a product, I got to talk to these people in Messenger. I got to hop on a sales call. I got to do all this shit. So what do I got to go do? Okay, well, how do I talk to people in the Philippines, and then how do I make sure that they're all trained the way that I want them to be trained? And maybe I'll talk to people in Mexico instead, and I'll get them all trained up, and I'll have them go all through all of the people that come in through leads, and I'll make sure they're responding to them. And speed to lead is super important, but when the internet goes out, everything sucks, and it all kind of falls apart, and some of them do well and some of them don't. They all sound different, etc., etc. Now I want to tell you the story about the future. I want to tell you about something that we can do potentially. I think we're pretty much there. I know for one reason, because I got my wife on doing this right now. And from my wife, for a reference point, is a real estate agent. When we used to do really heavy into real estate, we had a whole ass call center calling leads. That's what we had to do. So you have a lead gen campaign, you have a realtor, and if you don't install an ISA, a physical human in the middle to talk to the leads, then eventually the real estate agent gets pissed off because you're sending them 100 leads or plus a month. Within 3 months, you're telling them to talk to 300 people. You know damn well about 270 of those are going to suck ass, and you're hoping that the 30 make a lot of money, which they normally do. But you're also asking them to have 270 shitty conversations before they get there. So you put an ISA, a physical person, a human that you have to pay in order to maintain those clients. Now, I don't have that. What I have is a robot. What I have is an AI-powered person-ish. Maybe I shouldn't call them people yet, but for Skynet purposes, I do see you guys as people, right? Actually talking to every single lead that comes in. Really booking, I just looked today, in the last week, at least 1, sometimes 2 appointments per day. I was just telling Rahul, when we used to have one of our ISAs that we had trained for like 2 years on her account, she was not, it was not being booked that many appointments from the same type of campaign. So it's outperforming the physical human that actually had 2 years of experience on that before, just from having that. And yet Pablo just said, I just got 2 self-booked appointments in 20 minutes directly from this today, because I've been helping him set up that AI thing, a very simplified version of it for himself. Now I want you to think, okay, cool. What if we took that a step further? Because a lot of us, Cody, are selling, fairly low ticket SaaS here. That's what we're talking about, right? That's what next week is going to be all about. What if the bot sold it for me too? Who thinks that would be kind of cool? the robots, doing the sales process. So you never have to talk to an actual quote unquote closer, as they are called, ever again. Drop me you know what I think the most relevant symbol for this would be a money symbol. Drop me a money symbol in the chat or below in the comments if that sounds like something exciting for you. Cool. Perfect. Now I got one more piece of this story, guys. One more little thing. Okay. And then one more little thing is, okay, now how many times have we harped to our clients speed to response? How many times have we had a fire going on that we didn't want to fucking deal with and we wish could have just been booked out for us in the appropriate time? If I tell you to time block client fulfillment and client lead generation to 2 different times, but you're having to answer your emails all the time, that's counterproductive. Now, what if a robot could see the email, text message, communication from the client and respond unemotionally because it's a fucking robot and book you into your own calendar for the appropriate time blocked session so that you can avoid the headaches, the emotional distress, the burnout during the time that you're not supposed to be doing that, and instead deal with it on the appropriate timeline? What if all of this shit could be done through AI, right? So hopefully you guys are seeing the power of this. This is what we've been building in the background, not just a setter, but potentially something that could be an appointment setter, something that could be a salesperson, something that could actually be a fully powered assistant. And you guys can see how this can trickle down into subsets, right? What have we been talking about for foot in the door offers for SaaS? Somebody give me 2 of them in the chat. So I know half of you guys have already been through these trainings a couple of times. I want to make sure you're paying attention. Somebody tell me in the chat 2 of the main foot in the door offers to sell for your SaaS. Got 1 from Tom saying database reactivation, missed call text back. Correct. Go with those 2. Review campaign. Cool. So those 3, the top 3 that just came up, Brendan and or Adam, review campaign, database reactivation, missed call text back. Do you think the robot that's being built could handle all 3 of those things without fail?
Yep, 100%.
Could it be maybe that we thought ahead of that because we've been teaching this for so long and we actually already built those exact functionalities out?
Yep.
Cool.
And how about on every platform?
Yeah. The other secret sauce that I got really excited about today is what Adam just said.
Yeah.
So I run the marketing departments for a lot of coaches, and I do some training in some other high ticket groups with 7 and 8 figure entrepreneurs. And a lot of them are actually running ads. And some of you guys might run into this directly to Instagram Messenger specifically is one that I'm getting really excited about. So we've actually got this thing pre-programmed now to be able to do that. So now what they all do is they have literal setter teams that they run these DM conversations to, and then the setters have to go in and book them and blah, it's just shit. Now imagine if you ran these ads instead. And because when they click the ad and they send a message, that message is now responded to immediately by, you guessed it, a robot that converses with them, qualifies with them, and pushes only the correct qualified people to the human element, to the person, to the capital that we need. Everybody kind of getting the gist of this, how this is going to, what did I say a lot of when we were doing the AI masterclass, the AI challenge, right? Any technology sufficiently advanced enough is indistinguishable from magic. And I want you to remember that, because for right now, what are we doing? We're riding the wave. And everybody that's sitting around thinking, holy shit, this is going to fuck up my whole life. This is going to steal my job. This is going to be the thing that makes it so that they can all do what I'm doing, so they won't need me. They're the ones that are going to lose. The ones who realize the power of the quote I just said are going to realize that if we look at the adoption curve, if we think about where we are, we're all the early adopters. And it might seem like everybody around you knows what this shit is and is using it, but that's because of the bubble you put yourself in. If you leverage this technology, if you go out and you put this shit to use, you get to be the person who has a scalable business who can do shit that looks like magic and actually produce results at an unbelievable rate, and they will have no idea what the hell you're doing. I know this firsthand because we have a project manager that uses these tools. And since the tools have gotten better and better, magically, all of the clients have congratulated us more and more about how great our shit's gone. It's really, most of it is because the tools that we're using have gotten better and better. We haven't hired more copywriters. We've brought on more clients. We haven't had to hire more copywriters. We haven't had to hire more video editors. We haven't had to hire more media buyers because we have these tools that we're using that are producing results that look like magic. Do you think the clients are going to go out and learn how to use this? No, you've got a good 5 years probably before that happens. And by then we could all be living on Mars, right? So just take advantage of it and figure it out. Now, who wants to take a little sneak peek at what this shit kind of looks like? Yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, next week, we're going to be building some of this shit, especially on Tuesday or Wednesday. All right. We're going to be building some cool, complicated, interesting workflows. You're going to get to see some of the back end shit. All of that's going to be really cool. And you're going to get to figure out how you can actually just grab this shit from us. But I want to open some loops today. And in order to open some loops, I got to give you a little taste. Right? I can't tell you how good the milkshake's going to taste if you don't at least get to see the product photo. You need to actually almost be able to touch it. Does that sound fair? You guys want to check it out? Good. I brought Mr. Brendan so that Adam doesn't kill himself driving, is going to do it from his computer. He's going to show you a couple of little things and we're going to dive through a little bit. While he's doing that, before I pass over the mic, one more time, I have put the link again for next week's challenge. It is free, 100% free. There is an upsell to join a very affordable, absolutely awesome program to help with the GHL mastery on the back end. If you want to do that preemptively, go ahead. If not, you'll do it next week with us. I promise you. But otherwise, join the challenge for free because it's free and go get some shit because it's going to be good. All right, Brendan, you want to give him a little sneak peek?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
All right, guys. Feel free to ask your questions in the chat. We'll do the Q&A and the VIP, the private VIP session afterwards as well. And go ahead, Brendan, I'll be here.
All right, so Adam was testing it out, and I would just want to go through one of the sequences that we had. This was our booking bot, just book an appointment into our strategy calendar. So we were demoing it, we just keyword booking, and our Marcus, our AI assistant, jumped in. First, with A2P 10 DLC coming out, we wrote in the language to confirm who it is, just to make sure that we were A2P compliant. And then it just walked down the lanes. First, it's saying, hey, can I ask you a few questions? Trying to do the qualifying questions aspect, which we built into the system. I have a few questions asked about your business, if you're right for our business. Adam responds, no. I just want to know what it costs. And then the AI system comes back telling about our Master VIP program. It can start anywhere from $197 a month to $694. What are the terms we built in? It
Bam,
talks,
that's cheap.
it talks about how it's a month to month. There's no conditionings. So every answer that we have put in here, it is preemptive of what we've programmed it to kind of do, which all came from a simple form fill now that we've created. And it continues to go back, asking the qualifying questions back to Adam, and then does an engaging little talk to him as well. As it went through here, it's still going through. I don't have enough prospects. Let's see, if we could help you double your customer base in the next 60 days, would you be open to a call? Yes, definitely. Great to hear. Based on your responses, I believe the program could be a great fit for you. Would you like to book a call with one of our teams? Yes. Boom, this transition from this message to the next is actually an AI handoff into the AI booking bot inside Go High Level. So we went from it going and talking to ChatGPT as an AI assistant to handing off directly to booking a call. He said, Tuesday works. Here's the times that I have available, which is on the back end calendar of Go High Level. Let's do 12:30. Okay, should I book that 12:30? Yes, see you then. Boom, was done. So that is how that system all works for our booking system.
Perfect. And that actually books them directly into the calendar, correct? It's actually talking to the calendar and being able to pull it through. And I think that's very important. All right. So a lot of you guys in the GSD, the one that we have that's simple for you guys, because I want frictionless shit to start out with, doesn't do this part. So this one that we're doing right now that we're talking about is literally talking to your calendar, checking availability and booking shit directly in. Everybody see the superpower there? See how that can replace some cool shit? Yeah, I think that that's absolutely amazing. Now, the other thing was show the go ahead. Oh, and sorry, Adam or Alvin had a question, Brandon, inside the chat. Do you have to register the A2P? I'm assuming he means prior to using the bot. Do they have to get registered for the A2P?
That's just mandatory for SMS messaging, period. If you're using an automated system, even if it's not AI, you have to register A2P at 10DLC. It's mandatory now.
Yeah, that would be the case across the board, unless you're in Canada. All right,
It's only US based companies to US based people.
yeah. We're still getting away with it up in Canada, which is.
Kinda.
Do you have the sales bot show a conversation that we could show for that too, or no?
Let me find it real quick. I'm gonna go stop share and then find where that conversation is and get back into it. Because we
Cool.
tested a lot and I just don't know where it is in the conversation right now.
Yeah, no problem at all. While we wait for that, here, I'll stop your share screen. There we go. Jen, you got your hand up. You want to ask a quick question while Brandon looks for it?
Yeah, great, thanks. So can you set with my ads, I have people coming in and then we of course initiate a conversation to verify it's them. If they don't ever respond to that, is there a way to do it with this tool?
So the thing that you'd want to do for here, and I'll let and or Brendan kind of answer what they do, but normally at that point, if it's already talking to the bot and then it ghosts, is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm saying if they don't actually respond to the bot.
So what I've done for real estate specifically, just to make this, if they don't respond to the first text, this is why we like to use initiate contact sequences. And so what I mean by that is we'll have it built out. I have one that's built out for her like this. Sends the text, adds the chatbot tag, sends another text. If they don't reply, if they do reply, it passes off and ends this workflow. So it just starts with the bot. If they don't reply, it sends another text 1 hour later. If they don't reply again, a day later, if they don't reply again, right? We're hitting them very much frequently within the first couple of days. It's just pounding it, and then it's every couple of days, and then it's a week, and then it stops and goes off into a long-term sequence. But the first thing is like these initiate contact sequences are built very much to send a lot of these texts, right? In order to the point where, hey, and every single one, right, is asking a question. Yes, no question, very simple, easy to answer question. Are you still interested in this thing? Right? Because as soon as they answer that's what triggers the bot. That's what triggers the actual text to start
Gotcha.
that kind of
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. I definitely need to get that in place.
Yeah.
And Jen, to add to that, there's another step that you could take to make it a little bit easier than that. And that's actually just to leverage the tagging structure that you can use inside High Level based on when a customer replied or how stagnant they've been. You can just add and remove tags. And then if the tag gets removed, have the bot re-engage. So that is something that we can quite easily build into this.
Okay. That's awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Brandon, we got that.
Yeah, I've got a spot.
Cool. All right, go ahead and share.
Yep. So this is, like I said, it was a testing system. So we just did demo and this was our message: sales, booking, DVR. But sales, it started off, notice you're interested in Snapshot. It's an incredible tool. Leads, sells products on autopilot and reactivating your database. It's super easy to set up and scale. Would you like to learn more about would you like to learn more? Book a call to discuss how to benefit your business. How much does it cost? So it went through the cost aspect. Are you ready to take your business to the next level? What exactly does it do? Walk through and tell them about it. You can book calls with qualified leads. This is literally what it's telling you what it's doing right now, basically. Qualified leads, sell products on autopilot, reactivate your database with customized offers. It's perfect for the niche or any niche or industry. Plus, it comes with an interesting sales or incredible sales funnel and a booking page to help you start selling right away. It's a credible tool that streamlines the sales process and boosts your business. Are you excited to try it out? So basically, we just said, keep hammering them. Get to a sales. And that Oh, and then you switched over to DBR, didn't
Then I
have
switched
full
over to
sales
DB.
line.
So here's the really cool thing about the way that we set this one up, guys, is that what we can do here with this bot is that if you wanted to, I could send you guys a landing page and a form, and you could fill out our form and have your own AI bot for your own company. It doesn't matter what niche it is, with a sales script, a booking script, and a database reactivation function for your clients, right? And so again, it doesn't matter what industry you work in. It doesn't matter what industry you're working in. This can be easily customized. It literally takes less than 5 minutes to basically build your AI to do all three of those functions. So this is obviously a test function that we were working with to kind of go through all the different legs of this offer. And the way that we've set it up to do this as well is that if your customer has a specific offer, for example, and we've actually tested this where we run a Facebook campaign to Messenger, and the Messenger automatically inputs a keyword for the client, and that kicks off the bot right away. And that actually then starts to sell the thing that we have in the prompt. And so this is just super, super flexible to work within any industry, kind of for sales, booking, and database reactivations.
Cool. Good. All right. What else can it do, guys? You can stop sharing your screen. If there's anything else that you want to show off in the back. Tracy, what's your question? So let's just keep doing the
Hey.
Q.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. I appreciate that. You said you're doing this for real estate. Does that mean you're doing this for a bunch of different properties?
The beautiful thing about this specifically is that it can be done for any niche that you want. Okay, so the one thing, actually, you know what, why don't you bring up the screen again, Adam or Brendan, whomever, just show the form, show the form that you guys have built up. So what we have going on with this is
Let me get to it real
we're going
quick.
to get a form. It's pre-scheduled with 4 questions and some FAQs. So you're training the bot through prompt engineering, like we talked about on the AI masterclass, right? And training it to be a setter. So when we use a setter to qualify through calling, we usually have a list of a few questions they have to ask and then determine and then pass it on. So we're having the bot go through 4 questions. Now the form that they're going to show you actually gets those 4 questions from you. It gets the industry or whatever you're working on. And then if there's FAQs, as in, what are some questions that you need to have the bot be able to know the answer to? For the GSD, it's going to be stuff like, how much do you guys cost? How many calls do we give? Do you guys do fulfillment as well as client acquisition? Like, do you teach Facebook ads? All of that kind of shit, right? It needs to probably be able to answer. Now, some stuff like vague marketing questions and coaching and all that kind of stuff, it'll just be able to answer because it's an AI. But those are pre-programmed things that we build out through this form. So specifically, that's how it's going to be able to approach a multitude of different industries. Now, I know you're asking about, properties and specific campaigns and all that stuff, but you would train it specifically based on whatever campaign you're running. So for right now, the one with my wife, for instance, is being run through a foreclosure campaign. So it's a list of homes. And so it asks a few questions. Have you ever worked with foreclosures before? Are you open to a good deal, or are you only looking for just foreclosures? Are you pre-approved for a mortgage? And then it books the appointment. And then it has a number of other what's the process for working with foreclosures? We gave it the answer to that. Is there a lot of them on the market right now? Do you often get a better deal with those than you would otherwise? Like, those are pre-programmed questions, right? That we have the answers to.
Yeah.
Kind of answer your question. So you could do it for your property. So go ahead, Adam.
And here's the cool thing to sort of answer your question, Tracy, is that the way that we've set this up. So this is actually our demo system right now. So we can give this bot any personality, we can give it any name, we can give it any niche or business that it works with. And this is going to tie this directly to my contact. So with what you guys are going to see next week, or if you guys want to take a look at this for yourselves, you can make this for your own company, which is super cool. So you can give it a company name. I'm just going to leave it all blank and leave it as my default right now. Finish the sentence. We specialize in, and then give it as much information about your company as you possibly can. And again, in the real estate space, you can come in here and tweak this. If you're wanting to market different properties, you can just come in here at any time, change the information about the new property, and then this bot will roll over and talk about that property. So you can literally do it on the fly. If you're doing 1, 2, 3 different properties a week, this could easily be modified to do that, but you just tell it what you specialize in. What is your assistant's name? What is the personality that you want it to have? And then what is your calendar link if required? So the reason that we put the calendar link in there, guys, just so you know, is that if you're on the 297 plan with high level, the prompt needs to be modified a little bit because you can't go and roll over directly to the AI booking bot within high level. You actually need to send the calendar link, which I believe is what Cody is doing right now for real estate, is just sending a calendar link for people to book. You've got your qualifying questions. So what do you need to know about this prospect before they are considered qualified in order to book a call? You've got frequently asked questions. So these are going to be things that people actually will ask the bot that the bot can then reply with. And we basically just say, provide as much information in the answer field as you possibly can to give this more context. So we've got FAQ 1, 2, and 3. And then we go to the sales bot. So what product are you selling? If you're selling a SaaS product, if you're selling a item, whatever it may be, what are you selling? What's the product name? Give us a description of the product. Give us the price of the product and give us the category that it's in. And then what is the main benefit of this product? How is it gonna benefit your life, their life? Why do they need it? Right. So we've got product 1, benefit 1, product benefit 2, product benefit 3. I think we got 5 benefits. Now you don't have to fill all of these out, but if you want to, you can. And that's really what's going to drive the sales bot to engage in a sales conversation with people to convince them to buy. Like, this is what this is all about. The more details and information you give your bot, the better it's going to do for you, right? We've got the purchasing link so that it'll send the link itself. And then we've got, this is a big one, guys. Like, this is instant win kind of stuff for your clients. If you wanted to implement this into their systems or their databases, that you can create different DBR offers throughout the year, like every month, every 3 months, whatever you want to do, change this up and send it to their database to continuously get sales for them. This is the easiest thing that you can do for a client using the high level platform to get instant revenue. And so we've built this.
Has ran a DBR before. If you've ran a DBR, you know that it sucks. I just raise your hand, you know it. I've ran it before. You sit there, you send out 100 messages at once, at one time, then you sit there for the next 3 to 4 hours responding to every single message that comes in, and then you do it all again. And if you got a database of 3,000, that's 30 times that you're doing that. They're terrible. This way, you load in the information, you send out your initial message, they respond back, the AI takes over, and it does its thing.
Yeah. And then you give the AI information about what you're offering, right? So you got details 1, details 2, details 3, and then we got where can they purchase or get this offer. So whether that's a booked appointment or you're actually selling a physical or virtual product online, the bot will then get them to a point where they say, yes, they're interested. And then you can send them the link to go and buy right there. And then as soon as you click submit, this updates your whole system. And we've also set this up so that you can fill this exact form out that I just showed you and have your own prospects or your own clients build their own AI with your system, test it out, and then you can sell it to them, right? And so that's how we've built this whole structure with this AI. And it just works for any niche. We actually, when we were first testing this, we went into ChatGPT and we made ChatGPT make up a business for us. And then we just threw everything at it that we possibly could. And now it was trying to sell us a $250,000 medical. So it was a big ticket product. But anyways, the point is we made up a company through ChatGPT and then through its paces. And it was booking appointments, it was reactivating databases, and it was selling subscriptions and products. So it doesn't matter what company you work with, what vertical you work with, this just works out of the gate. So there's no more requirement of building new snapshots for a company, a specific niche. You have this, and this works for any niche.
To answer your question, Erica, are we going to learn how to do this for ourselves, or do we need to buy the thing? The answer is both. Round of applause. Round of applause for myself. Round of applause for everybody. Tomorrow, next week, you can get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What is likely going to happen is you're going to spend at least Wednesday learning how to do the shit he just showed you how to do. not specific to this, but how to do that stuff. Like exactly like what the fuck did Adam just said? You fill out a form and it builds all the, how the hell does that work? Right? How do you get things to communicate with one another? How do I build out a workflow that does X, Y, Z? That thing Cody showed where it says, did the customer reply or not? Fuck, do I do that? Right? All of these different things that can communicate with one another. We're going to teach you guys about complicated builds. We're going to teach you about the superpowers here. And then at the end of it, 100,000,000%. There's going to be 2 levels that you can purchase. One of them you can literally see when you sign into the free thing, right? When you guys all opt in, everybody, by the way, opt in for the challenge next week. Raise your hand if you've signed up for the challenge next week. Good. I will shame all those that don't raise their hand. Don't worry. I'm just going to wait for it. Yeah, good. After you opted in, you all saw the fact that there is the upsell already right there, right? That's level 1. There's going to be another level. You guys know this shit doesn't matter, but you're still going to get, even if you don't buy that stuff, day 1, 2, and 3 are going to be absolutely amazing. But on those levels, there is going to be different things that come with this stuff that we're talking about right now as a white labeled thing that you can go out and use. And there's going to be some other really cool shit. Like we're working around with some licensing to give you guys wink, wink, hint, hint. If you've ever liked literally any funnel or anything that you've ever seen from the GSD and wished you could use it to power your own business, well, there's some cool shit that's going to be shown on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So the answer to your question, Erica, is both. So hopefully that helped you out, and hopefully you guys are excited. Who's excited for next week, guys? Especially after what Adam and Brendan just showed. Raise your hand, drop some ones in the chat, ones in the comments. Think it's going to be good? I think it's going to be.
And while you guys are responding to that, I want to give you kind of my style. So if you are in the GHL Mastery, or you are in the free group, or you are in the VIP group, whatever it is, here's kind of my own philosophy, is that I am going to teach you how to do it. I'm going to show you how to do it. And you have a choice. You can either spend the hours it's going to take for you to design it and build it yourself, or you can buy it. That's the way that I operate, right? So I am going to show you all the secrets. I'm going to show you all the tips and tricks that you can go and spend the hours that you need to spend building it yourself, or you can take the shortcut. And that's kind of our style, right? So show up next week and you're going to get a face full of information that you can either do something with or you can buy. That's kind of the way it's going to be. So yeah, excited to see you guys.
He's like that, and a lot of you guys should know this. He's like that because he came through the GSD family. And what does the GSD family do, guys? We give, and then we're here to help a little more if you need it, right? And that's, I'm very proud to say, Adam is an OG. That's usually what we want to do. We like to level up the people from within up to coaching and up to helping them out. And that's also why we're doing this together, because the man has been embodying the get shit done mentality for so long that I'm pretty sure Rahul owes him 3 shirts. That's an inside joke.
Definitely does. He definitely does. There's no question. And
What's
actually
the
make it
meaning of
6
OG?
now, because you got to send Brendan some now too.
Yeah.
I know he's muted and hiding away, but I know you hear this, Rahul. Send the man his shirt. God damn.
And if you got a black hat, that's also my style. So just saying.
Some of those laying around. All right, guys, we're gonna hop over into the VIP. Yeah, Alvin got his handed to him in person. He hunted us down. You gotta hunt us down in the wild to get your shirt. Find the Starbucks we go to and actually demand that shit, and you'll get your shirt. Anybody out there, we're going to hop over into the VIP, the GSD area, private only. So guys, get your questions ready. I'm going to get your intake. Everybody out there in Facebook land, you are welcome to join the challenge. It is in the comments. Okay, guys, and if you got any questions about what you just saw, or if you click that link and you're like, it is free, but I still got questions, that's fine. I understand. Ask your questions in the comments below the video. We will be happy to help, or we'll have some team members reach out and make it absolutely happen. But I would suggest 3 things. 1, if you have ever used GHL and thought to yourself, God damn, I'm seeing so many people around me who are really less talented than me build these amazing things and I just can't fucking figure it out. This challenge is for you. If you've ever built a SaaS but just thought, if I could just level this up and learn how to sell it a bit, I could make $100,000 easy. I could quit my job. I could make this into a life. This challenge is for you. And if you've been hearing the word AI sprinkled all around your head and wondering what the hell an AI setter is, how I can make sales without needing salespeople, because God, I hate salespeople. Any of those thoughts have ever come through your head? Guess what? Somebody say it for me.
Buy
The challenge is for you guys. Come on, wake up, people. What is this? This was the weakest shit I've ever seen. I'm gonna ask one more time. Say it for me.
The challenge is for you.
You.
Woo!
God. Good. Click the link. It's 100% free. We will see you next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yep, that's right. Had to double check in my brain there. Otherwise, enjoy your weekend. Savage Saturday coming at you strong, I think, on Saturday. Look out for that. Otherwise, see you next week.